All right, we're just less than 3 weeks out, getting ready for Heaven Sent. We're in the final push of the training. There's a lot of focus from the film crews and the production guys on all the fitness and stuff like that, which is great, makes me feel better. But none of that stuff is what's going to keep me alive on the day. What's going to keep me alive is the jumping. This repetitive practice, practice, practice. If I miss this target, it doesn't matter how good a shape you're in or any of this other stuff that happens. So hitting the target is the most important thing. Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Fighting the wind, countering the wind, all that stuff. The next thing is that rollover. I need to roll over about 200 feet. I'm going to be going about 120 miles an hour, and roughly 1 second before I impact, I want to flip to my back and land real nice. It's different than a stunt roll. I have to fly my body around. So here at the wind tunnel, I'm meeting up with Darren at iFly. He actually hit me up. It's really cool about our community. It's such a tight-knit group that people are all adding their advice. Hey, you should check this out. You should look into doing this. It's all great information, and I'd be silly not to go up here and fly with Darren in the tunnel. So we're going to fly in the tunnel, work a little bit more, clean up my technique a little bit on the rollover, just so that I can do it. It won't matter. And I'll have that thing locked in. Then I'll get back to Kapowsin and knock out some more jumps. I could have driven up here, would have taken about 2 hours, maybe a little more today with the traffic, but I decided to fly up, hopped in a plane. You see downtown Seattle, all that stuff. Not a bad way to commute, and it gives me a little time to think about what's going on. I just thought I would share my day of training, prepping for this jump.
Yeah, you can slow them down in the moment, and so it's like straight in, turn it around, what am I doing here? Feel it. And you want your fingers in, you want...
Great training session this morning with Darren up here at iFly in Seattle. Now I'm in the plane, heading home. I learned a whole lot. Pretty impressed with Darren's background and the stuff he did. I had no idea. I mean, I knew he skydived and I knew he flew in the tunnel, but I had no idea his acrobatic background. So it's really good. It has helped me get in the mindset when I'm rolling over, what to expect and to just go with it. All right, so I'm doing a couple things here. When I'm flying, I've been practicing when I'm going to roll over. It's hard to get the timing down real good, so the only way I know how to do it is to get in the airplane and to repeat this over and over again, and I fly at something, at roughly the speed I'm going to be at in free fall, and then when I cross it, I say now, and that's when I would roll over. So it works on the timing. Check this out. Here's a radio tower. We're flying at it, and then I'll say, ready, roll, boom, and I would hit, just like that. And that's how I've been working on the timing.
All right, just landed from wind tunnel in Seattle, flew in the airplane, landed here, got out of the plane, Andy and everyone was already on a load. I already missed a load, there's a load up. So I came out here, turned on all my lights, cleaned them up, got them ready to go. So what we have here is we have 100 by 100, the big box, and that's the edge of my target. And then we have the inside of my target. We have this 28 by 28 foot box in here. And lately I've been able to stay right in the middle of this 28 by 28 when I'm below roughly right around 2,000 feet. I'm locked into this little tiny box, which is really good. Gonna go up and make some jumps right now. Hope to get 6 training jumps in today, and this is what's happening. This is the most important part about this whole thing. Is obviously I know how to skydive. We've been doing this a long time. All of us know how to skydive. Trying to stay over the spot's a little bit different. Jeffro came and he's jumping over the lights, checking it out, and he'll attest it's a little bit harder than it looks. But as you're flying in, you can see this light. It changes colors depending on what side you are on it. It changes, it's got a lens in there, it changes colors. So if I could stay in the 28 by 28, I'll be a happy guy, and then do that rollover at the last second. So we're trying each piece, we practice each piece over and over again, and then we stick it all together at the very end. I would say the hardest part about this whole jump is hitting this target But staying in this position in the air, when we're in the wind tunnel, we have a nice arch. We don't bang into the walls. It's really easy to stay in the center. Up there, you got the wind pushing on you, and the wind comes from different directions at different wind speeds at different altitudes. So as I'm in free fall, you got to compensate for that wind. Sometimes I'm in an actual, feels like a nice, strong delta track forward just to hold my position over the ground. That's 3 jumps in a short amount of time. Plane's turning now. We'll see if they got me packed up. I'll make another one. So that's 3 good ones. That one was a tiny bit this side, well within the 100 by 100, but I would have liked to be back maybe another 15 feet right at pull time. But I would have another roughly 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds to keep maneuvering from when I open my parachute now until I would have landed. So that gave me that extra little bit of time. That's 3. Let's see if we can keep going. Not sure about these goggles. They work really well. I'm not much of a goggle guy. I'm a sunglass dude, but on this jump, I don't think I'll be able to wear shades. A little cold up there. All right, so successful day. Flew in the tunnel, 6 jumps, all good. Today, I didn't have the people tending the batteries so much, so I had to pull all the batteries tonight. Charge all these batteries up for tomorrow. So the batteries are in series. All charged up. I can charge 4 at a time. So they're 12-volt batteries, but the system runs on 24 volts. But I can charge 48 volts at a time with these particular chargers. So I have 2 sets in this hangar and I have 2 sets in my other hangar. And they'll charge all night and they'll be ready to go first thing in the morning. I'll unplug them, hook them back up, and we'll do this all over again. Now off to my kids' soccer game.
Yeah, good job, Logan!
All right, so jumped all day, and now we wanted to go out to dinner, and asked Logan what do you want to do for dinner,
and we flew out to dinner.
That's a day in the life of the final prep for Heaven Sent. Long day today, and we'll go hit it again tomorrow.